I knew what the fuck.
Okay, so we're part 3.
Can I see the line?
Yes, and we're in part 2, so it's 5 years later.
Okay.
Okay, so the Austrian Empire has.
Are you recording? Okay, this is post time skip.
The Austrian Empire is pushed up to this red line.
You just threw up a little bit?
No, I didn't. I just burp. I have a burping issue. So
the King Dmitri has been.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Claude is leading the resistance.
Claude is yellow?
Yes.
Resistance
and
to
the Empire.
So they're like...
Now, you wake up finally after 5 years. You were
asleep 5 years? That's a bad nap. Like, damn, I was...
And as you wake up, you
5
find
years?
At the old monastery.
Is this...
Yes.
The yellow playthrough?
Yes.
Okay, make sure you tell that, because otherwise I would think it's universal.
Yes.
Because this is the yellow, after you wake up to Claude, who's in charge.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if this first happens red or
wake up in charge, and you wake up to Dmitri, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It might be not because he's in prison. And with red, you wake up to the knights. Pretty.
Okay.
I think maybe setups. He said that.
So at this point, would you...
unless you started with...
Okay, my guy,
then you see and you start the invasion further.
Okay. Pause real quick.
Yeah.
For those of you just... He's in the bathroom. He will not be here. Mujik just shit himself. Right? No respect for the people around. Sit. He burnt a fucking hole in.
Yeah.
Nate, say goodbye to. Thank you, Jim Beam. Put that shit in the. They can sometimes be assholes. Not always. It's better to be safe. Now, Mujik, don't shit yourself ever again, because that is...
I'll do it right now.
So, would you say... would you say... yellow... the deer playthrough? Like,
yeah, we're going for the deer playthrough.
So at this point, we
playthrough, the church, which is the Black Eagles, Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer, all work against to unconquer Baldwin.
Okay, but in this case, like, because you said for a while that they're all the same. It's just the point where they diverge.
Timelines will be slightly different.
This is the point where they diverge. What part are we on?
We are in part 2.
Fine. Okay. Part 2, they diverge.
So
how many parts?
There are 10, but part 1 is decently insignificant. You do refresh your battle. You meet all your old classmates. Chapter 13 of part 2. We're in part 3 video, which covers.
Yes.
We're talking about chapter 13, where you run into. You do a quick little mission clearance to bandits, and you run into, and you wind up meeting all your, students. And then you all decide that you're going to use the old church as your base of operations.
Mm.
And the Knights of Saros are like, yeah.
No, the people who would be students are the people you recruited.
Yes. So anyone you've recruited will also be at the church.
From theoretically any.
Yes.
Any, okay. But in your case, would mostly the deer?
Yes.
Okay.
In my case, it was mainly all deer, except for the handful of people accidentally.
In your case, it was anybody who fished.
No, I wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a damn shame. Could you imagine a party of fighters and then afterwards the fish?
I got this dude called Felix, who's like a really good swords person, but hates his dad, I think, or something like that.
Daddy
Petra is from Bridget. She's like the heir to Bridget, but Bridget is like a vassal state of the Empire.
Heir or heir?
Heir.
There you go. I believe in you. You can do it.
She doesn't really speak English that great. But she's one of the better characters of the. But she's from here.
And the 3 islands. Okay.
These 2 islands, I think, had a war, and then these became a vassal underneath this. So they kind of
It's like a territory.
Petra was sent there not as like good nature, but more like, we have your daughter. We will kill her.
Petra.
Yes. Okay. Then another person from the Empire named Bernadetta, who just stays in her and decently annoying. Yeah.
Okay. So no combat effectiveness, or
some people praise her. I just didn't really like the character. When you mash A lot, you wind up with people that you didn't expect.
When you mash A lot. Okay.
The next chapter is mainly focused on taking land and secure support. So you meet
from the red.
From the yellow. You're trying to fight back this way.
From the yellow?
Yes. So you're here, but you're working towards
No. You're trying to take land back from the yellow?
Well, from the red.
But that's what it meant.
Yes.
You're taking land back from the red.
And the main ways that you start doing is you meet with what I thought was Claude's mom, but actually is. And her name is...
Is she like an adopted mom, or is just there
no,
for the
she
paycheck?
just kind of looks out for him.
Okay, so like sort of adopted, but...
Yeah, so he does this mission where what's this?
What
he defeats a alliance that's a general, this name like Rand. And he's fighting for the Empire. So after this, they get in touch with Julia, and Julia's like, I'll give reinforcements, but we had to meet at this thing called the Valley of Torment. Because it's like where a god put a bunch of airstrikes into the ground and create like a volcano.
Okay.
And when you get there, it turns out that you had been followed, and you run into the Empire, and you have to fight your way through that. And that gets you reinforcements. Now, after that, you're moving on to... It's called... Was it the bridge? Yeah, so you take a... And the thing about taking the bridge is it kind of basically helps unite the Alliance all together. So you basically are able to make here. So now that red line is gone, but you have your country back overall, which helps. I would say
it took.
Yes, and that's because they had supporters.
Sleeper agents.
Yes. Lorenz's dad kind of controls this area. Lorenz was the purple-haired dude. And so they kind of took the bridge to take the pressure off of him, so that way he could work with the Alliance. Now, after you take the bridge, guess who you start seeing around? Dimitri. Dimitri is back and he's leading.
Prison.
He broke out.
He broke out of prison?
Yeah, shut up.
Shout out, Dudu.
No, Dimitri is.
That's what I meant.
He was in prison.
They wanted to fuck his eye socket?
Can you stop with that?
I don't want to fight the ice socket, bro.
Can you stop with that?
Why say it? Prison is crazy.
You've never been to prison.
I don't want to go to prison.
Look,
You
anyway.
will go to prison if you keep saying
So
this shit.
remember how you did
No.
you did the mock battle between the eagle and the lion.
Mm-hmm.
Now you do it for you all meet up, and you think you get. No, the game tells you, fuck you have to fight the blue lion. There's the meme that Edelgard commits a war crime because one of the Black Eagles person stands on this hill, and if you take too long to take.
Wait.
So the battle happens somewhere.
Who's Adel?
Edelgard's the white-haired person.
Agelord?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She sets a platform that one of her soldiers. Yeah. So everyone's like, "Oh, they're committing war crimes." It's like that. Dead, from my understanding, like gives all of his soldiers the power to transform the beast, so that way they can fight against the Empire more effectively. That's kind of there's a lot of war crimes going on in this entire game. There's a lot of war crimes.
Who doesn't commit war crimes?
That's a great question.
That's terrifying. You can't answer who doesn't. But okay, so she's doing war crimes by setting everybody's doing war crimes, but she's setting war crimes by setting her friends.
Yeah, so you redo that mock battle. Now it's and you're able to push back. Yeah, but you also have kind of result in Dimitri's death because he goes and chases after Edelgard and the rear the Empire kill. And so that's the last you hear of the Blue Lions in the Golden Deer run.
So, wait, what?
Yes.
What?
The battle happens. You have to fight the Blue Lions.
Yes, I got that part.
In the Golden Deer run, Dimitri pursues Edelgard.
As like
and
a
is
friend?
killed.
Like he wants to talk to her, or she's trying
deeply. Edelgard did a lot too.
There's a big difference between like, hey, I want to talk to you, and hey, I want to kill you.
Yeah, but so anyway, after this, you find out that Rey is being held captive by the church.
Who's that?
Archbishop, the dragon, the god.
Mm-hmm.
And so you start trying to make your way to save, which starts by taking a fort. And after you take that, so the fort mission is great because, so on this map, you see this land right here. This is right here. This is Elmira. Tension between them and Fulton have been, but Claude is half Elmerian because he's the son of the king. And he has a retainer that Elmira named Nader.
Define a retainer.
He's watching the land for Claude while Claude is this stuff. So he's like, yo, we're gonna go take this. And Nader and Elmira show up to help. Which
okay.
So they show, and the thing about Elmira, they specialize in flying.
No flying.
If
it flies, it dies. If it flies, it dies.
After you, they call in the magical airstrike, and they basically nuke the fort. The Empire.
The red people?
Yeah.
The red nuke the fort?
Yeah, because the red people are working with those who slid in the dark.
Those who
slither in the dark.
Slither in the dark.
Holland. The guy with the 8.
Oh!
Yeah, so they call him the magical.
Fuck them. Is the red Edgelord the overall bad person?
It's you. Yes.
Yeah.
People would probably disagree with that. The church The church, does have evilness. Both sides should have evil. You have
Okay, Mood's just gonna go sleep.
have an empire.
Good luck, Moody.
And
Don't
you know,
let
yeah.
Jorge. Don't let Jorge.
Brown.
Just go right in the kitchen. Motherfucker. What was the question?
You were asking if the empire were bad. Everybody's, but yes, the empire is. Well, the true villain is those who slither in the dark. You can make a case that Edelgard is manipulating Edgelord.
Okay, please just say Ed. Please, it doesn't stick, Edelgard. Nah. The country is Alderstein Empire.
Alderstein Empire.
Okay, I was close.
It's probably said how you. So
Where are we?
you are now like over here.
We're in the Black Eagle.
Yeah, you basically pushed your way there.
I'm gonna fuck you up. That's
and now
what
you're pushing your way to the
capital.
And you take the capital.
I take the capital because I'm a badass.
And you go and you kill Edgelord.
You better die.
And you save Rhea.
Is she good? I can't tell because she seemed like she did bad shit.
I'm gonna explain.
Like personally, why she did bad shit.
Yeah. So you take the capital, maybe it's somewhere over there, and the sidekick to Edel is another, like, he looks like he shops at Hot Topic and only wears Hot Topic, and he tells you that those who slither in the dark are the real culprits behind it.
You kill my friend, but wrong to kill my.
You kill all your students that you.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this game? Why is this a game? This is some Game of Thrones shit. Y'all got incest in here too?
What happened?
Incest. Because that's the only thing separating you and Game of Thrones.
But anyways, what you find out is that the Slither in the Dark has been experimenting on people to, like,
more war crime.
You remember that white-haired girl in your house?
Fly?
No. She was the white-haired girl. Don't worry. But anyway, Slither in the Dark experimented on her to put a second crest on her. No. And everybody else died from the experiments.
No.
I think they did some experiments on Edelgard. Edgelord.
Did they experiment on Edgelord? Yes. And
I believe so.
And Blue Line dude, his eye patch?
No, I don't think they did him. But they basically, like, kind of killed his whole family and all that stuff. So.
Damn, fuck. Who are they? The Slither in the Dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're led by Stalis.
Is he the 8-head?
No, I'll show him.
The 8-head is not the leader? What? Can't look like it.
And guess what they've been trying to do? Resurrect Nemesis. Because Nemesis was actually the villain.
I see a picture of Nemesis, please? Thank you, because I don't know what Nemesis is. They used to talk about Nemesis.
And this is where I explain why all this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is Nemesis. This is who you inherited your crest from, basically.
Oh, I'm supposed to make the picture bigger. Like right click, open image, a new tab, type of.
How about that?
Right click on the big image there. And just open a new tab just so I can see it. You have to understand. My vision's. I know I wear glasses, but like my shit's like 820 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's how that number works.
So that's what he looks like.
That's Nemesis.
Yeah.
Okay, old man.
Yes.
Old man.
Here's another.
Badass old man. And he's the bad guy.
Yes. At least in the church's opinion. Oh, why is that image so?
He just got. I don't know if you saw in the message.
No.
3 cops pulled up behind him and put on the lights. He thought he was fine. But I think he's okay.
Okay.
He says he thought.
Guess who that is?
Archbishop.
Yeah, that's her in the past fighting him.
Does she have big tits or no? I know. I'm just defying women. That's not what I'm going with here. I'm just like,
But I don't care either.
I know you don't care.
Go look up on.
I don't know these people.
That's too bad. Anyway.
Look. She looks like a mature woman. Mature woman.
And, yeah.
That's all I'm
so
saying.
You push to take out the Slither in the Dark, and you find that they have been recreating Nemesis from the fact that Nemesis is now raising villages around the country.
So Nemesis is back?
Yes, Nemesis is bad in the eyes of the church.
Is back.
Back, yeah.
And is
so remember
raising the city.
Yes, and he's using an army of nobles.
Nobles.
Resurrected nobles.
Zombie nobles.
Essentially. So you do this final battle in the Golden Deer against him.
Golden Deer.
Yeah.
Golden Deer against zombie nobles.
In Blue Lions, your final battle is against a monster-fied form of Adel. I'm pretty sure. She turns herself into a monster to try to defeat. Or the Slither Dark Turner.
Why the fuck can't they be friends?
Yeah. Because.
Bullshit. They can be friends. They just be like, oh no, destiny. Oh no, my family doesn't
I think
want
the same church. You do the same thing with the church. You fight against aliens. I think in the church in the Blue Lines, you don't bother taking out Slither Dark because you just don't really. The Slither in the Dark are the people who are the actual.
Oh, Slither in the Dark.
And then in the side of Edgelord Run, you just kind of kill everybody.
That
and you fight. And you kill all the, Saros, aka Raya. She fights you in dragon form.
Edgelord seems like a genocide.
Yeah, it's basically that would be the best description for it.
Oh.
So you push, and your final battle is against the Nemesis and the 10. Now,
10 nobles.
Yes, the 10 nobles are the source of most credit, other than other gods and stuff like that. So actually, a lot of your students are fighting their great grand. Yes.
What?
The nobles are a source of crests that your students have passed down to them through their blood. So some of them are fighting their great grandparents.
Okay.
And Nemesis.
Could I? 10. I'm going to go grab my water bottle. That seems kind of like I would say at least a little bit disturbing for that.
Well, I'm about to tell you about the relic weapons because now the game's basically in the Edgelord Run. You take over all the folk in the church and the Blue defeat Edgelord, and in Golden Deer, defeat Nemesis and Edgelord.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of things that you learn through all of this.
Okay.
You know those relic weapons?
Yeah.
You want
They're made up people.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Slytherin lived during the time where the gods kind of lived amongst people, and the humans kind of were like, "Oh, we're better than the gods, so we're going to take over." And the gods were like, "No, you're not," and they slaughtered everybody.
Oh dear.
And Slytherin in the Dark are the remnants of those humans.
That was slaughtered.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So what they did was
Have a grudge.
they have a grudge, and what they did was they, with Nemesis originally, they took the body of the girl that lives inside and made her into a, and that relic stone is her heart. And the reason why you can use that sword without the relic stone is because your heart is actually the relic that Rhea put inside of you to save your life, because she's been trying to implant her mother into people combat, because the little girl who lives inside of you is
what? What? Fuck. Pause, please. I wanted to grab water, but I didn't get a chance to yet.
Okay.
And then you just shit. I don't know if I can stand up.
You want me to go? Oh,
yes. He's over on the windowsill. Last time I stood up and fell face first into a cement floor. It was magical because I. Thank you, sir.
So Ray has been trying to resurrect
Reyes,
and did it via.
and it's like, look, guess what? You're my mama now.
But yeah, all the other relics, like God, like
That word,
yeah, and then turn into weapons.
That's.
Their stone is their heart.
I feel as though that's a. Using people as weapons.
Yeah.
So this game just destroys all you.
Basically, this game is a game where you become professional, but you get involved into way.
Well, you didn't get a chance. You didn't get a choice.
You learn that some of the staff's actual gods that
You
are based off the actual church religion. Sedif and Flan are the disciples. Yeah, they're the saints that Rhea Sothis recruited to fight. They're stuck human.
So.
Yeah, the other two are stuck in. You run into in like side missions. Slytherin in the Dark has been basically using the Aldrician to rage to take down the Church of Sarah again and resurrect Nemesis.
We still recording.
Yeah, we're basically done.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Wait. I wasn't paying attention for like the last. Like Rhea is your.
No, Rhea is your dog.
Fuck.
She's been trying to resurrect. At least if I remember that relationship.
Who the fuck fucked the god little girl?
Other god?
Is that how that works?
I think I'm pretty sure Flan's mom was a god, but then she died in battle. Like Sedif is like really sad about like and because Flan was like a girl and like using all of her power to heal people slumber and stuff like that. So she was in a 100-year slumber because she
Flan?
before she became.
So it's flying your grand.
I don't know how you're related.
In my
They're more like allies than relatives.
shit, they're all. In my
It's
understanding of
DL.
in my understanding of this, Rhea,
Yes.
but you are her mother. So you are the grandmother.
You're basically the highest level god.
You are the grandmother to the boy. Who is the boy? Green hair boy.
Said it?
You are his grandmother.
I don't think so.
Let me explain. You are his grandmother. And then you are a great grandmother to, because you're the mother to Rhea. And Rhea could be the mother to Sarah. Sarah, what's his name?
Sedif? She's not. She's not.
Sarah.
Yeah, but no, she's not.
But what are they called?
I don't know. But,
They're related somehow.
but in the DLC,
There's a DLC?
yes, there's one DLC, and it's see the secret house. But the main plot is this dude named Alfric, and guess what he's trying to do?
Fucking.
Very close. She's trying to resurrect. He's
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You see, guys, drunk intuition. It may hit one in the blue moon, but it's still hit.
yeah. So that's a DLC. You're just stopping,
Wow.
and they need the blood of 4 different saints, which is related to the 4 new students.
Would you count it
As a saint? You kind of count as like the old guy. The guy
so like better quality blood,
yeah. But
you don't find this out.
yeah. And the Golden Deer Ray is basically forced to admit,
Rhea is
Yeah.
forced to admit.
but Claude like presses her. Yeah, and then Claude basically
When
he
he
goes
said
to-
presses CIA interrogation, man.
she's dead, so he's like, we need some answers.
You're done. Being yelled at by your on her deathbed.
Is it you? She kind of chose that
What?
because she's been experimenting on people to try. Yes, but not by choice. Situation.
By choice,
But
Charlie.
I mean, you should have just been a dead baby.
Hold on. Wait.
Rhea saves your life.
Rhea
by
saved
putting
your life
her inside
by putting your own mother's heart inside you, or her mother's heart inside
her
you.
mother.
She just had that shit laying around.
Yeah, she's been trying to.
But in this case, you did.
Yeah.
That could be kind of that. Didn't want you to die. She wanted to resurrect her mother. But you can't occupy the same space at the same time, correct?
That's why you merge.
Uh-huh.
Merge with that god event. Remember, so that
The green one. To become the same person at the same pace? So you're the same person, same space.
Yeah. Before it was kind of like there was 2 lines, and you could talk to the. Then you merge with her, and you can't talk to her. But then at the end, you can.
Huh?
Yeah. At the end of the game, you could choose who. She's one of the options.
Do you just like rip her out of your?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
I didn't choose that.
Charlie,
No,
I understand. I understand. That is a metaphor for self-love. You are marrying basically yourself because you merged together as one. You are marrying her. It is a metaphor for self. Love yourself so you can love others.
Do you have any questions?
Wait, are we done?
Yeah,
Wait, I don't feel that, and if it has,
that's the resolution. I mean, there's like little side things like
the backup is what happened to the fiend? Eight head.
Oh,
What about the dude Nemesis?
You kill him and they'll find out. You and
Say that.
I told you that. You're drunk. You don't remember shit.
Okay. I wasn't sure how, like, because, like, I'm trying to understand. Say Nemesis, and then you say you marry the other. I'm assuming you killed Nemesis.
Yeah, you basically commit to somebody before the battle.
So you commit to marrying, say you're
yes,
defeat Nemesis,
and then there's a little cut explaining your life. Yeah.
Like I was assuming you were being.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yes. But things to know is like Claude becomes the king.
The one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Lorenz becomes the leader. Him and Lorenz make relations between both, and they'll marry agree again. The one with purple hair.
The haircut.
Yep.
He does what? He becomes what?
He becomes what Claude was in Fodland, which is like that leader of the Leicester Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they work together to make the fixed relations.
Ignat.
He married Raphael.
Oh. Really? Huh. That seems like an interesting.
And they do art.
Oh, good for them. This seems like a bit of an interesting.
It really, because the endings are based off of who has the highest support feature. So Ignatz and Raphael had the highest support. Another example is Felix, the guy who hates his dad, and the girl who was experimented by the Southern Dark. They want. Felix hates, but she opens a sweet shop, and then Felix winds up helping with the sweet shop. Because she winds up in her supports with him, she develops a cake that isn't that sweet that he likes.
I see.
I probably missed something.
I feel with the actual connections of the characters, that could be story wise.
What connection?
Bond.
What about Bond?
For the higher for you.
So supports go from, remember the CB between characters. CBA sometimes no. And it's basically a point. So I think like maybe him, Ignatz had a support value of like 800, which would have. I don't know. It's just, but maybe Raphael and somebody else had it, and Ignatz was like 700 something. But the 800 is the highest, so those two with a shared ending.
I had a question.
Yep.
S.
Yeah.
Who is S?
S tier is who wind up marrying. Anybody
so it would be kind of like just.
Yeah, so you can get S with multiple people.
But okay.
Only.
Okay, so the way I was trying to understand, these people have different tiers in of themselves. But what you mean is, bond with them has reached level tiers.
But as you get higher,
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
your bond
Yeah.
strengthens. So like
Yes.
as you go from C, B, A, S. That is not so much the rank as a support character. Your bond as a support character.
Yeah, but in combat, it also gives you better bonuses.
But yeah. So I was understanding different way. Explain to me who you married. You married
Yes. So Alois, which is that knight that was trained by your dad, you can marry him. He's already married this woman, and you two spend the rest of your life in memory of your dad.
Nice. Now, if this, who was your second choice? Was it Raphael?
You can't marry Raphael's.
But if you could, it would be.
Oh yeah.
Now your second choice, but as
No.
Really?
Yep.
So it's either fishing or Raphael.
Marriage.
Yeah,
Raphael was just because he's like. But the fact that I can have a fishing empire as an ending, I'm gonna go with mercenary to teacher to fisher. Mercenary to teacher.
That's certainly a resume.
Probably war crime committer somewhere mixed in there.
We don't put that in the resume. If you put that in the resume, I got a job. That's your job is but in a time of peace, who needs so okay. Still a little out there on okay.
Yeah, we're still recording.
You choose to marry random village girl, fish for the rest of your life, and then you go fight.
No, so that is after you beat Nemesis, everything.
Who are you fighting before you marry that character?
You fight Nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
defeat Slither in the Dark, defeat Nemesis. You have your life.
Okay, you said you
before you battle, you give mom's ring to a character.
Pause.
Essentially, yes.
All right.
It must be kind of weird. The Alizé reaction is like, "Here, have this ring. I'm married, even though I'm trying to hit on some of the students."
Huh. The fishing guy?
Yes.
Okay. So you go propose to him. Who do you fight next?
After you go fish?
Before
the fish.
You said you choose who you give them the you fight
Nemesis.
And then you get married.
Yes, you fight Nemesis.
Mm-hmm. Nemesis is the big bad, the BBEG.
Yes.
You defeat him, get married, and everything's happily.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to the kid that's living?
You just kind of become a person. In the what's it called? The Black Eagle run, where you side with your heart disappears and like a new one comes in, so you die, but then you're resurrected. Yeah.
So you don't get the time rewind anymore.
Yeah, you lose it. But no guard.
That's wild.
Because
you become a normal person. Yeah. So your friend inside you dies. Basically. Wow.
I'm just telling them that we have.
Is that being recorded right now?
Yeah, we're.
No, I mean, are you recording the screen of you typing?
No.
Okay. So This entire game seems fucky as fuck. I will not play this game. I'm glad you explained it to me. Because, boy, that's not something I could. Like, really. It's not. Was a certainly interesting story, though. That's.
Would you recommend this game to other people? Look at your face.
It depends on what they like.
Just go look up some porn of it later and you'll be feel happier.
I don't think I will. But I probably would if they would like this kind of like story twists kind of thing. You know what I mean? This is certainly has a lot of plot turn.
Anything else?
Thank you for joining us on this journey. I drank 5, but I certainly needed to for this type of.
I told you. Bougie is part of Nintendo.
Japan, y'all. Keep up the good shit. The story was certainly interesting. If this shit was a movie, I'd be.
I mean, you could probably watch all the cutscenes and get the gist of it. There's probably like 8 hours of cutscenes.
It's usually what.
I mean, the game's like 6. If you do everything, but that's just like.
I mean, it's like a turn, which is
yeah,
paced differently. First person shooter, but certainly good. I kind of like. Still fucking wild how you let the mother, the archbishop, made you basically her mother, but didn't treat you like her mother. Yeah, I feel as though maybe things the way things happen.
Politics is complicated.
Fuck politics. Everything's. Just don't be a dick. Just moral of the story of every story ever made is just don't be a dick to people, and everything will be okay. And that goes for the people you're not being a dick as well. Just don't be. Other people will be a dick as long as everybody's not a dick. Nobody. Just be nice. If you were to rerun this as.
Oh, I'm doing Blue Lines.
You doing Blue Lines first? Okay.
I don't think I'll ever really side with Edge.
Because Genesis.
No, it's just because I care more.
I think that's the point of this character made. I think
literally, Vic just said this, and he said, "Crimson Flower is fake news, guiding Guilers to become an imperialist."
My guy.
And Blue Line is a story about redemption.
Wait. My guy. Underage pussy? I know, but like to make here.
Yeah.
Yo, what the Okay. Sorry, thing is fucking. Thank you for explaining. I am drunk. Really I am drunk to the point where if
anybody actually watched this,
I'm gone to the. If I close my eyes,